come from a single mother household. My mother is a kindergarten teacher. I always knew I wanted to go to college since I was a little girl. I loved the challenges that school provided and the drive to complete assignments and pass every class. My dream schools were New York University and University of California, Los Angeles to study law and psychology. Both schools are known for their top-notch programs, but also their outrageous tuition costs. College is expensive, and many people from various backgrounds struggle with the financial burden of obtaining a degree. According to the Education Data Initiative, last updated August 29, 2025, the yearly cost to attend an in-state public university is approximately $27,000, while out-of-state students pay nearly $46,000 yearly. These figures include the total cost of attendance for one academic year. This means that an in-state student will pay roughly $108,000 to earn a 4-year degree at a public university, while out-of-state students will pay over $182,000. Many students will finish with a significant amount of debt. We can see that there's a massive burden on families and public university attendees. The pressing issue that we will explore today is the exorbitant cost of public institutions of higher education. We will take a look at the problems that put a strain on students, the causes that create the cycle of debt, and solutions to make a powerful change to our educational lives. First, we will take a look at the problems that put a strain on students. The problems we will discuss today are the significant debt and increased tuition. Tuition costs have an enormous effect on students' choices of college. According to the U.S. News Report, updated on September 24th, 2025, tuition at public and private ranked national universities has risen significantly over the last 2 decades. Additionally, according to the Education Data Initiative, last updated September 9th, 2024, from 2010 to 2023, the average annual tuition inflation rate at a public 4-year college was 2.64%. Because of these rising tuition costs continuing to grow each year, there's a significant impact on affordability. Second, skyrocketing tuition every year leads to a greater student loan debt. According to the Association of Public and Land-Grant Universities, among all public university graduates, including those who don't borrow, the average debt at graduation is a little over $16,000, which is almost half of the average annual earnings of the $36,000 for a bachelor degree holder. The National Center for Education Statistics reported in May of 2023, the standard loan repayment plan is designed so that loans are payable within 10 years. The expectation going into college that one is going to be in debt for years may be a straining burden one may have to carry. Now, let's take a look at the causes that enable the cycle of debt. First, we see the significant lack and decrease within state funding. The Center for Budget and Policy Priorities report published in October of 2019 made note that deep state cuts in funding for higher education over the last decade have contributed to rapid, significant tuition increases and pushed more of the cost of college to students, making it harder for them to enroll and graduate. The Bipartisan Policy Center stated in December of 2024 that when public universities are confronted with reduced state funding, they can balance their budgets by increasing tuition, decreasing spending, and changing the composition of enrollment to include more students paying higher tuition rates, seeking out new sources of revenue, or a combination of these strategies. This not only increases the strain put on students, but it also affects what they may be able to take away from their overall education experiences due to a shift of resources. This brings up our second cause, which is the complexity of the financial aid system. According to the Brookings Institution, reported in May of 2023, complexities of the financial aid application processes are compounded by a lack of awareness of financial aid options and the total cost of college. Additionally, the Government Accountability Office in September 2024 stated that there were more than 40 separate technical issues with the initial rollout of the revised free application for federal student aid, or FAFSA, including problems that blocked some students from starting or completing their applications. For example, students and parents filling out applications found that information they entered onto the form were deleted. They received numerous error messages and incorrect estimates of students' eligibility for student federal aid. This affects not only how many students may apply, but how much confidence they have going into college when looking at their possible future deterrents and how much financial support they may receive. Now, let's take a look at some solutions to make a powerful change to our educational lives. We will explore two possible solutions: free community college and better financial literacy. First, we can establish some grants for free community college. Community college is an amazing start to higher education, and it would be significantly cheaper, allowing for more people to apply and earn degrees. The Federal Trade Commission from September of 2020 reported that there would be roughly a 26% increase of enrollment and a 20% increase of degree completions. This may not sound like a lot, but when you look at the current rate of about 60% of degree completion rate, we can see that simply adding 20% would make that almost 80%. In reality, the City College of San Francisco implemented the Free City program, which is free city college tuition and aid for San Franciscans. Not only did it make education more affordable, it also increased the enrollment for this school. The college is actively seeing a 30% increase, or just over 1,000 new students. This school is a prime example of helping students gain an education, but also keeping them out of significant debt for wanting to pursue more in life. Second, we need to allow students and their families to have a stronger understanding of financial literacy and the financial aid process. Financial literacy is, when talking about college, means understanding how to manage money and that is needed for tuition, housing, and daily expenses. According to the official FAFSA website, there are 5 steps to getting your financial aid. 1, fill out the free application. 2, compare aid offers. 3, reply to aid offer. 4, sign loan agreement. And 5, complete entrance counseling. These steps fail to acknowledge that some students won't need any loans at all. It is also important to additionally understand the difference between loans and grants. Loans you pay back and can put you in debt. Grants are like scholarships. You don't have to pay them back. Today, we were able to see that there's a massive burden on families and public university attendees. The pressing issue that we explored today is the exorbitant cost of public institutions of higher education. By taking a look at the problems that put a strain on our students, causes that create the cycle of debt, and solutions to make a powerful change to our educational lives. Although I couldn't afford the tuition of my dream schools, I was able to find my way to afford college through my hard work and determination. Because of the financial aid I was fortunate enough to receive in funding and scholarships, such as a speech and debate scholarship, that allows me to not only attend a public university, but also be before you today at a speech tournament.